reform suggested. Partnership of interested producers of enterprises and thus the beginning of a new experience startup. State government should conduct a survey from village to village and assemble different groups of interested producers producing the same type of good. Once the groups are formed, a study should be conducted in which the compatibility, feasibility, and viability of the cooperation will be checked. Government to look after the basic startup financing of the enterprise. Aid to be provided by the government in matters relating to the legal aspect of the firm's functioning. Benefits: decision making is prone to be better, more capital and easier funding, cheaper raw materials, better quality of products, more profits, reduced workload, access to different sets of knowledge, experience, and contacts. Drawbacks: like in any democracy, decision making will be slower and opportunities can be missed because of this. As the enterprise will be larger than what the partners individually had, competition will increase, which can result in a threat to their existence as a corporation. Startups like this are more vulnerable to frauds. If the business gets in trouble, the personal assets of every partner will be at risk. Easier procurement of loans. The government should work in partnership with banks for procurement of loans. A three-organ system should be put into place for better functioning and reduced concentration of power. The three systems should function as an organ to review the documents shared by the businesses and accordingly make the decision of how much money should be allotted to them. A second organ, banks, to make the transaction of the required amount to the business. A third organ of check to ensure that the loans have been given within the specified time and that the business has not been cheated of its deserved loans. Benefits: as the three organs work alongside and independent of each other, it helps ensure that no single party has sole control over the loans. The removal of the multiple levels through which the loan is approved ensures that the money does not get lost in the system and reaches the required business. The third organ of check provides the businesses a point of contact in case it is cheated of its deserved loan. Drawbacks: there may arise overlapping powers of the three organs. The third organ may have slight control over the other two organs. The businesses have to approach three different bodies for obtaining a single loan, which can be highly time consuming. Better and cheaper resources and transportation facilities. The government should provide subsidies on raw materials in fields other than agriculture. Government should invest in the development of infrastructure. Inputs of business owners should be taken. Benefits: subsidies help ensure that the production levels are high and so is the supply. This helps in improving the economic level of the country and provides returns. Transportation becomes streamlined and business can reduce cost on transport if they have a fixed system. Transportation can become more efficient. Facilities are suited according to the business's demands. Drawbacks: government cannot provide subsidies for all raw materials required and thus will have to filter to select the most essential ones. One-to-one help for planning transport facilities can be very time consuming. Large amounts of funding required. Streamlining of documentation processes. Government should ensure that the number of requisite forms for starting a business should be lowered. Government should take care that taxation processes are streamlined and made more efficient. Government should simplify administrative procedures. Government should reduce the regulatory procedures and their intervention in the course of business. Benefits: with these reforms, a businessman can devote more time towards expanding his business rather than administrative documentation. These reforms will also promote entrepreneurship, thus decreasing the rate of unemployment. Streamlining of administrative procedures will also lead to quicker growth of small businesses and thus will help stimulate the economy as a whole. Lesser administrative intervention by the government will lead to reduction in corruption by manifolds. Drawbacks: these reforms may lead to misuse by those involved in illegal activities. It will become difficult for the government to keep track of business in the country. Implementation of existing vocational training and transparency of data for businessmen. Government should promote vocational training to unemployed prospective labor through extensive advertising. Government should make the lower and lower middle class people aware of the benefits of vocational training. Government should provide data to businessmen regarding unemployed people looking for labor jobs so that both the businessmen and the concerned people can benefit. Government can make a web portal like LinkedIn for semi-skilled and unskilled labor. Benefits: accessibility of labor for small businesses will increase. This will help not only the business but also the person who is getting the job and the country as a whole by reducing unemployment. Drawbacks: giving data of citizens to businessmen can create privacy issues among other complications. The data can be misused. Effective grievance redressal system. The government should create local bodies of officials whom businesses can contact easily. This body should be well equipped to deal with all problems faced by small business owners. Benefits: in case of problems and confusions, small business owners can have a designated place to inquire. Efficiency will be increased as the problem solving process will be quick. Rate of frauds and cheats will be decreased. Drawbacks: more intervention may lead to increased corruption. This process can be extremely time consuming. Subjective taxation. The government should reform the income tax laws. Taxation should be subjective to the annual turnover of the enterprise. Small and large businesses should not be required to pay the same percentage of taxes. Benefits: small businesses will have more funds for expansion. Businesses will be more suited to pay taxes, hence, tax evaders will decrease. Drawbacks: owners will stop expansion of businesses to get tax benefits. It will require time consuming calculations and it will be harder to keep track. Larger companies will start to operate as smaller enterprises to get tax breaks.